He wanted to be seen as a poet, not a rock star. Throughout his life, Morrison considered himself a poet first and a musician second. The Doors' album L. Woman was to be Morrison's last contribution to music. He quit the band and moved to Paris to escape his rock star persona. He wanted to be considered one of the great poets of his generation, like Jack Kerouac or Bob Dylan. He may have had a successful literary career, were it not for his passing in 1971. He was turned on after Janis Joplin hit him over the head with a bottle. Morrison allegedly got off on turbulent relationships and supposedly pursued singer Janis Joplin after she smashed a whiskey bottle over his head. When they first met, Janis was reportedly attracted to him and had a reputation for indulging in the free love lifestyle. But Morrison wasn't a pleasant drunk, which turned Joplin off, and which turned Morrison on. Although the location of the incident is still disputed, legend has it that Joplin slammed a Southern Comfort bottle into his head during a party where Morrison was very intoxicated and aggressive. The next day, he is said to have told producer Paul Rothchild that he wanted her number. Jim Morrison and Nico liked beating each other up. Morrison had several flings with women while in a relationship with Pamela Courson. She, too, allegedly had her own infidelities. One of Morrison's more notable relationships was with Nico, the Warhol Factory girl and singer associated with the Velvet Underground. The two had a consensually rough relationship. We hit each other because we were drunk and we enjoyed the sensation, Nico said of her relationship with Morrison. He married another woman in a Wiccan ceremony. Journalist and author Patricia Kenneally Morrison claims that on the summer solstice, June 1970, she married Morrison in a hand-fasting ceremony. Obviously, she has continued to use the singer's last name, despite the ceremony not being legally binding. She first met Morrison in 1969, when she interviewed him for Jazz and Pop magazine. A year later, they were supposedly married in a ceremony that involved cutting each other's hands and exchanging blood. He flashed 12,000 concertgoers. The same 1969 concert in Miami, where Morrison allegedly joked about having relations with a farm animal, he also reportedly flashed the audience and later received an indecent exposure charge, which was finally pardoned in 2010. He said he knew the real reason everyone was there was to see his peen. He also supposedly invited everyone to take their clothes off and get intimately acquainted. Since there were about 12,000 people in the audience, that's an event of such epic proportions, even Caligula might have been scandalized. Morrison joked about getting biblical with a lamb on stage. Rock stars are no strangers to live animals being incorporated into their sets. Though one would hope nothing would rival Ozzy Osbourne biting the head off a bat on stage in 1982. Jim Morrison was giving a live performance during one of the Doors' last concerts in Miami when someone in the audience allegedly produced a live lamb. The haggard Morrison is said to have gleefully grabbed it and loudly proclaimed he wanted to copulate with it on stage. He didn't do it, probably to the relief of the 12,000 attendees, but he certainly never held back from his flagitiousness. He received a BJ while recording one of his songs. Next time you're listening to your lost little girl, keep in mind that Jim Morrison was allegedly receiving oral pleasure while recording the song. During the studio recording, the band agreed that Morrison's voice was too deep for a part of the song that required softer vocals. Stories vary as to whether a music producer hired a pro to do the deed, or whether Morrison's girlfriend, Pamela Courson, did it herself. Either way, the story ultimately ends with Morrison cooing that gentle part of the song. He set fire to a room with his girlfriend inside. Jim Morrison and Pamela Courson had a passionate and volatile relationship. They were together on and off for the last 5 years of Morrison's life. But contrary to some reports, Courson was never Morrison's wife. She was allegedly his muse and inspired songs like Queen of the Highway and 20th Century Fox. But the relationship wasn't all positive, as there was one incident where Morrison set fire to a room that Courson locked herself in after a fight. She thankfully made it out unscathed.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and likes and comments down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Then take care, bye.